Uh, so today I will just give you a brief idea about what kind of a questions we get in S4HANA. Either it can be a certification or in any interview. So in S4HANA business partner, mostly this currently I'm oriented only for S4HANA business partner. So these are the topics which we are going to cover as part of this. As for a business partner, a little introduction and general data. So a role concept and relationships in the S4HANA. How do we maintain the relationships in the S4HANA? And customization and time dependencies. So we know there is a lot of difference in the ECC to the S4HANA. So time dependency is one of the factor which is specific in S4HANA, which is not available as part of your ECC. And data cleansing for your data production, data archiving and authorizations, and business data toolsets. So this is also called as a BDT. And I will just give you a brief introduction how the BDT is going to change the setup or view of your business partner and SAP business partner data model in your S4HANA and CVI integration and other parts like how we integrate with your non-SAP systems or your Fury apps. So when we are talking about the interview questions or in the exam pattern, so mostly all these topics will be covered. So I will just give you a basic idea on how the questions will be. Okay, so when we talk about SAP BP, so SAP business partner is not only specific to the S4HANA system. So we know that business partner is available in SAP from the almost from NetWeaver platform itself. Like in all your new dimension modules such as transportation management, EWM, GTS, and MDM, so many other new dimension models already have this business partner. So only the concept is leveraged in the S4HANA system with the minimal changes. Like we have integrations from ECC to the S4HANA system. So that's why there are some changes which are embedded in the S4HANA. So we are going to discuss those. In SAP S4HANA system, the business partner is the leading object and single entry point to maintain the business partner, also a customer and vendor master data. So in ECC, when we are talking about a ECC system, which is a mixture of, it's a mix of so many systems. Like we cannot say it's a harmonized system because ECC is only a core system which is connected to a new dimension modules or say for example TM. ECC is connected to a GTS, EWM, and also with many new dimensions like Ariba, Hybris, anything. But in your S4HANA system, when we talk about S4HANA, so from the beginning, we understand that S4HANA system is only a single system, all the new dimension modules being embedded in the S4HANA system. So that's the reason the business partner concept in the ECC is completely different from your business partner in the S4HANA system. Here, all modules are embedded. And when I create a business partner, that is a unique master data available for across the modules. Okay, so the business partner I will be using in ECC as specific to each module. But here in the S4HANA system, we create a business partner which is common across the modules, and for specific to the sales we call the business partner which in turn create as a customer, and for which is a purchasing, it will in turn create a supplier, or it's also called as a vendor. So in your ECC system, I create a business partner separately, a customer separately, and vendor separately. But in the S4HANA system, when I create a business partner using some CVI concept, customer vendor integration, I can able to create a customer and vendor automatically from the business partner. So we are going to see how it is happening. So in the business partner approach, so S4HANA provides the following features. So like maximum shared usage of a data. So what is this maximum shared usage of a data is? Unique partner is created with the multiple roles. unlike in your ECC, where I create a customer number with a different number range and I create a vendor with a different number range, and I create something contact person with a different number range, or I create a HR master data, HR mini master, such as employee with a different number range and different transaction altogether. But in the S4HANA system, only a single business partner will be created. Say, for example, I take say 100 or 200 is created. The same number is applicable for multiple modules or multiple systems, multiple dimension modules. Like TM, I have a same business partner. For EWM, I have a same business partner, but only the difference we see here is the role. So role plays a major part here, but the number will be unique across the system. The unique partner will be created with the multiple roles. So we see in the following slide how the system will look like. And the specific data of each partner is stored in the role. So what does it mean? Say, for example, I created a business partner. So when I create a business partner, normally it will be created as a business partner general data role. And I want to extend this business partner to a sales, I will be using a specific role called FLCU00 or FLCU01. So FLCU00 is the FI data for a sales, and FLCU01 is for sales specific data. And for vendor, I have a FLVN01, and for vendor FI data, I have FLVN00. Similarly, a contact person will have a BUP001, or credit management will have a different role, so UKM00. So like each module or each function will be having a link to one role, and upon linking that role, a specific tabs or specific fields will be popped up where you need to fill, which are specific to those functional. So that is the reason a specific data of each partner is stored in each role. And it's a flexible account group. So unlike your ECC, where you have an option for creating a sold to, ship to, bill to, and payer, but here we are not bothered about all the account groups. We are only concerned, or we are only limited or confined ourselves only for a role. So that's the reason we can have an option for selecting our own account groups. And the configuration, we have a configuration where we can see a different view profiles. We can see layouts, different layouts for a business partner. We can configure different master datas. See, this configuration is something related to or something is more closely related to your ECC, but this is also kind of a configuration which we see in terms of BP roles, in terms of number ranges, or in terms of FI data, X tax data, or SG data, or supplier data, purchasing data. But that is also can be configurable. And multiple addresses can be stored here. In your ECC system, the main difference from ECC customer or vendor to the S4HANA business partner is, in my ECC system, I have to maintain only a single data of address, or I have an option for international address maintenance. But in S4HANA system, if I want to maintain the address for my office purpose or commercials, or I have a correspondence address, or I have something, a vacation address, or I have some bank address. So I have option to maintain all those things. In fact, this is one of the requirement from many clients on, especially in the Asian countries. They're asking for different kinds of addresses, which is not possible in your ECC, but the same thing has been leveraged in this S4HANA system. When I create a business partner, I have an option, multiple options to create different addresses in my business partner. And the next is time dependent. So what is this time dependent? In ECC system, I don't have a time dependent for my address data, or I don't have a time dependent for my relationships or bank data. So which means once I enter the data in the system, it will never go out of the system unless you delete it or unless you do archiving. But in your S4HANA system, I have a time frame. I can set a time frame for my address data, which means from this particular date till the end of the year, this particular address will be valid, and after that the bad address will be automatically will be go in vain, which means it is invalid or void. In the same way, the relationship also, I have say for one customer or one business partner, I have a n number of contacts. So I say, okay, for this period from Jan 1st of 2020 till Jan 1st of 2021, this is my contact person. After that, I will be having a different contact person. So I can maintain the list of contact persons and I can assign some date, timeline, time frame validate person, in the same way the address, or in the same way the bank. So all these three are main options in terms of your time dependent data. So maybe you may get a question like what kind of a data or what are the functionalities where the time dependency is enabled at a business partner. So your answer should be it is enabled at a address data, or it is enabled at a relationship data, or it is enabled at a bank data. So in the same way, the change history and authorization, data production and archiving is also part of the business partner. So mostly the change history, the flexibility here is, so today I made some changes to the one field, and in your ECC system, I have different transaction codes, or I will go to the extras and find out the change history. But it will not show you what is the change history. It will just, unlike you just go inside the table in the transaction, and if you double click, it will show you who has made the changes. But here, it will give you the list of the changes based on the date. Say today I made some changes. So I can see what are all the changes I did today. In the same way, tomorrow I made some other changes. So tomorrow, if I go into the changes or the change history, I can see the new changes along with the other changes. Okay, so it will be easy to find out what are the new changes and what are the existing changes in terms of we have an indicator. So I will show you in from the screenshots. So these are all the main features of your business partner. When I just go inside my business partner, I can easily note down the maximum data share or specific data usage for a business partner role, or flexible account groups, configurable multi-address changes, time dependency, change history. So these can be your main features of your business partner. So maybe if somebody already have written the certification, they can easily identify such questions will be available from the business partner point of view in the examination. Or if you just go using the some SAP certification questions which are already available in the portal, so you will find out these are all the options what are available currently. So I just gathered all the information from different portals and certification material. So and here I try to explain you, maybe you will not find a clear information from the portals, but here I try to explain by referring to the certification books. Okay. And what kind of a data can be maintained in the business partner? So we have a general data, we have a customer specific data, and we have a vendor data. So other data is also available, but as already mentioned, each data is specific to the role, which means when I create a business partner, normally we have a general data business partner, but I want to extend this business partner to a customer as a customer for my sales and distribution, or for my supplier for my transactions. I need to select a specific role. So if I select the role, so automatically my sales data or sales and distribution data is enabled. If I select vendor role, automatically purchasing data or purchasing tab will be enabled. In that I can see company code, purchasing data, partner data, tax data. In the same way, for my customer, I can see partner data, company code data, sales, billing, shipping. So you can just correlate the same thing to your customer for customer data, and same thing to your vendor for vendor data. Only difference is in your ECC system, I create everything using a different transaction codes. But here in the S4HANA system, I'm not creating anything using a different transaction code. I'm only using a single harmonized transaction code, which is called as a BP for creating a business partner. But Upon choosing the specific role, automatically that pop-up tab will push button will come where I need to populate few data specific to that role and few data specific to that functionality. Okay. And next is in business partner, we predominantly use a BP role. So what is this BP role? As we discussed, we have a specific roles for each and every functionality. Like for my customer, FI customer, I need FLCU00. So what is the main use of this FI customer is, if I want to post some manual JVs or if I want to use my FI transactions, I need to have my FI customer created in the company code. So unless this FLCU00 is extended for your business partner, you cannot use this for your FI transactions. So the same way, if I want to use my same business partner for my SG transactions, I need to use FLCU01, or the customer or the business partner has to be extended to FLCU01 for enabling that business partner for my SG transactions. So the moment I extend the business partner to the FLCU01 in the backend using that role and your CVI integration, a customer will be created, and you can see or you can view it in the KN tables, KNA1, KNB1 and KNBV tables. The same way when I use FI supplier, so that means the business partner has to be extended to that FI supplier and it should be in the FLVN00. The same way, if I want to use transactions, that business partner has to be extended for FLVN01. So it is upon the discretion of your business whether you want the business partner to be extended for all the roles, or you can restrict yourself for only few roles. So maybe if you are not using a trading partner, so that means the business partner is not required for you to extend for all the 4-5 roles. So you can just use this as a customer roles, and you can create another business partner with the vendor roles. So only in case you have a trading partner concept, then only one business partner can be extended for a customer and also as a vendor or a supplier. Okay. So the next is BP relationships. So the main purpose in the BP relationship is a relationship can be established between all kind of a BP's business partners. So here when I refer to a business partner, it not only mean to a customer or vendor, it can be a contact person, or it can be a great manager, or it can be a great representative, or it can be HR, mini master data, and it can also be your FSM, field service engineer. Okay, so every business partner can be extended to or can be related to multiple roles. So we have a predefined hierarchies and predefined relationship categories enabled. So once you go into the relationship tab, you can find out how a contact person can be assigned to a customer, or how a great representative can be extended to a customer. Okay, and again the relationship can be time dependent. So validity will be there for a business partner when I want to extend this business partner to our relationships. So mostly in your exam, when you're trying to put an exam for as sales and distribution, or for your or FI, so you'll have a question on the relationship category for sure, on what kind of a data or what kind of a data in the business partner or time dependent, or how the relationships can be defined for a customer or a vendor or for a business partner. Okay. So time dependency, as I said, for a time dependency, you see we have a time dependency at address data, and time dependency at a business bank data, and time dependency is also a relationship data. So in the BP, when you create address data for that role, you see a valid from and valid to date. In the same way, the bank data also has a valid from and valid to date. And the third one is your relationship data. So these three are time dependent objects in the business partner. So the next is your data cleansing in your BP. The main purpose of the data cleansing is when you are going for S4 now as a fresh implementation, or for a brownfield implementation. So since you have several sources where the business partner is created, in the sense the customer is created in ECC system, you have a TM data, you have a GTS data, or you have a EWM data, or you can have a MDG data. So when we are having a multiple source systems involved, it is necessary for cleansing of a business partner. So why? Because till now I have a separate system. I'm not using a harmonized system. I have a separate decentralized systems. So when I'm going for a centralized system where all will be combined, I need to have only unique data or unique business partner. So you should be having an option for cleansing of your all business masters or business partners and making only a single business master data. So like we know the main purpose of a business partner in the S4HANA system is to maintain the harmonized partner data without any duplicate entries. Okay, so this check will be enabling all the businesses to check any duplicate entry is there. If any duplicate entry is there, we can overwrite that and we can maintain only a single business partner. So archiving of your business partner. Same way, how do you archive your customer and vendor, all your master data in the ECC? In the same way, we have archiving data, but the customer and vendor, we have separate transactions code like SG06 or XT05, where you put a block and archiving flag. But here in the business partner, I can see a status flag as the archiving data, and I will run the SARA. Okay, SARA is a transaction code for automation of a archiving object, and we use CA underscore BUPA. So the SARA running of a SARA transaction, there is no change in the S4HANA system from your ECC. The same way, how do you write, delete, and how do you configure the SARA? Same way you are using the S4HANA system also, but the object is different. Okay, and BP toolset. So till now we were discussing like one business partner if I want to extend to a customer, or one business partner if I want to extend as a vendor. So I have a different roles, like business partner to the customer, FLCU01, and business partner to the vendor, I need to use FLCVN01. So when I use FLCU01, automatically a sales and distribution pop-up will be coming, or push button will come, where I need to maintain some data which is specific to the FLCU01 as a sole to party. In the same way, when I use FLVN01, a business partner of a supplier, I need to maintain a purchasing data. Okay, so this functionality BP toolset will ensure a specific views are popped up upon creating a role or upon selecting that role. So BP toolset functionality can be a user, it's called as an interface for your business partner. So where multiple screens and multiple options are enabled upon choosing that specific role. So it's basically a layout setup, and it can also run parallel with your BRF, business rules framework. Okay, and add or removal of views can be done in the screens in the BP toolset. So maybe I will just try to put one more video for complete BP toolset, how I can choose my different roles, and if I want to select or if I want to customize my views, is it possible to do using a BP toolset? So that I will just try to put another one. But the here I just limited only specific to the assessment of your certification. So these are all the options we have in the BP toolset. Okay. So CVI integration is also one of the concept where I create my business partner, and when I select the role as a customer, automatically the customer is getting created in the backend, and you can able to see it in the KNA1 or KNB1 or KNVV. But how you are able to see, or how you are able to see the customer, or how you are able to create a customer in the backend is using a CVI integration. So the CVI setup will differ from your greenfield implementation to the brownfield implementation. Maybe you can just go and see one more video of mine as a business partner, which is available in this. So you will have a complete overview on the CVI integration. So basically CVI, this is the first step of as a part of your S4HANA conversion. So as I said in the beginning also, the business partner is not a new concept of your S4HANA, but CVI is a new concept in the S4HANA. When you are trying to create a business partner in the S4HANA, without a CVI, you cannot able to create a business partner because we need to have a relationship from business partner to the customer, vendor, HR mini master or contact person, so many things. So CVI integration is necessary. And also when you are trying to do data migration from for your greenfield or legacy system to the S4HANA system, or a brownfield implementation from ECC to the S4HANA system, the CVI setup has to be maintained in the system based on the migration. Okay, and CVI support documentation and technical checks to access the readiness. So which means in the CVI configuration, you can see whether the system is ready for your pre-checks, or in terms of a pre-check or in terms of a post-checks. You can see what kind of a data is readily available or what kind of a data can be moved. If you find any errors, you can just go back and see why the errors are coming. So it's a kind of a friendly, I can say, user friendly. Okay, and CVI as a component ensure the synchronization between the business partner, customer, and vendor. So this is what we are looking for in the S4HANA system, because I need all my data available in the ECC system to be get copied into the S4HANA system. So for that, we need the CVI integration, CVI component. So maximum data shared. So this picture or this screenshot will tell you, when I create a business partner, I have these many roles available in the system, like BP general, customer, FI supplier, or SAP credit management. So based on the role, the business partner is unique. But if I extend this to different roles, same number will be created, but only the role will be different. Okay, so this is something differ to your ECC system. Specific data for each role is like FLCU01. If I extend this to my business partner, automatically sales and distribution a pop-up will come, or the button will be enabled. So this is a BDT toolset. Okay, so FLCU01 is a customer and the sales and distribution is a pop-up. When I click on that, it will open some specific fields which are relevant for your sales transactions. In the same way, when I use FLVN01 supplier, purchasing data tab will be enabled and I can use it in the FLVN01. Address data, as I mentioned, the main important point in the S4HANA system for a business partner is multiple address maintenance. So I can maintain different addresses. Altogether, there are some 28 address tabs where I can maintain in the business partner. So almost in the address overview, I can see what kind of addresses I can maintain, and if any address is not maintained, or if it is maintained, you will see this option. Okay, and validity, as we mentioned, the time dependency. So the time dependency is enabled at 3 levels. One is at a bank data level, which is payment transactions, and another one is at a relationship level, and third one is at address level. So this screenshot will talk about how do I maintain the address, how do I maintain the payment transactions, bank data as a validity or as a time dependency. Okay, so the it will automatically show you the validity period from which date to which date based on the created. So this is validity period for bank transactions. And relationship validity is also there. So as I mentioned, I have a different validity periods, or I have a different contact partners. I can choose, I can have an option whether I can go with the validity based on the business partner, or I also have an option to change, or I have an option to limit my business partner as a contact data validity period also. So if you see the first example, as a business partner of a contact, I set the system date from validity from today's date to end of the system date, end of the system. And another business partner I maintain from I have option, so I can choose this only the specific period from 29/3/2020 till 31/12/2020. So When I create a business partner as a contact, I will be having an option to set this. So the main idea behind this is it's a unique system because unique master data using only BP I created, and I did not use a VAP1 or VAP2 to make the change here, because in your ECC you have a VAP1 or VAP2 and a separate transaction code. You have to select your business part customer and assign this to as a contact person. But here I don't need to use a multiple transactions, only a single transaction. Only upon selecting the role I will be able to create and assign the contact person. So this is as part of the relationships. Okay, so change history, as I mentioned earlier, say yesterday I made some changes, and when I come and see the today changes, I can see the what are all the new changes. Okay, so from the extras and change history, I will be able to see these many changes, the new changes available from the address or available from any kind of a role. So since I am into the business partner role for address, I can able to see only the roles and address changes. But if I go with a customer as a sales FLCU01, I will be able to see the sales and distribution changes. Okay, so sales data. So we have a question like what kind of a data is available when I choose a different roles like FLCU01. So which is a sales data. I will be able to see orders, I will be shipping, billing, partner, and again the status will also be there, and additional data. Okay. And here also purchase data based on the role. So one important thing is I say, for example, I have created a business partner in the role FLVN01 for purchasing, say for a purchasing organization is 1,000. But if I want to extend the same business partner to 2,000 purchase organization, I can just come here and use this purchasing organization tab and assign. So you'll have a pop-up just to assign or create extend. So you don't need to use another business partner, or you don't need to run again a BP. Existing BP, you can just click on this push button. Automatically you will have an option whether you want to assign for a new business purchase organization or not. Okay, so it's instead of your ECC, we have it is a very cumbersome process where you will go to XK01 or XG01. You will put all your existing data and copy, and system will not ask you whether you want to extend or not. So you have to do multiple processes, but here it is not needed. You just go and click here, and in terms of your data migration also it is very simple. Okay. So for your company code also the same thing. When I want to extend the same business partner for my company code, automatically a supplier and the company code data will come. Okay, so relationships, when I want to create a relationship for my business partner, how do I create a relationship? So when I use the relationship tab, the system will give you what kind of a relationship we can assign for a business partner. So like we have a end customer, dunning representative, correspondence, or employee, or it can be a contact person. Like if you drag down, we have a credit manager or credit representative or field service technician or any other like HR mini master. What kind of a data you want, what is existing in current SAP ECC system, everything is enabled here. So it's not required for you to create anything new, or it is not necessary. All the things are available. Okay, and you need to see how the linkage should happen. So once you link one business partner to a contact person, that link will be two-sided, like it will be mutually happening. So you can view the relationship both from the business partner to the contact. And if you just go into the contact person also, you can see the business partner assigned to the contact person, but the wording will be different. Here you see, here in this option, it shows has a contact person. But if I go into the contact person and see, the contact person has a business partner. Okay, and the validity period. So archiving, as I mentioned, this is my archiving flag, which I set for a business partner if I don't want to use this business partner anymore. And I run a SARA transaction with a CUBA. So we have a write, delete, and management for removing from the database completely. Okay, so this is the main idea behind the this video is I just want to tell you what kind of assessment, how the assessment will happen in terms of your business partner. So either you write 1610 or 1709 or 1809, the questions will not change because there is no change from the 16110 to 1909. Till now, the business partner concept is same. Only thing is in the data migration, there are few changes in adding the object, but functionality wise, there are no changes. Okay, if you have any questions, maybe you can write in the comments. So the BD tool sets, BP tool set, I will be just creating one more, and I will give you a brief idea on how I can create the tool sets. Okay, so bye for now.